MassEffect Trilogy, Secondary Codex, Aliens, Extinct Races, Protheans Beacon. The beacon was a Prothean artifact unearthed on the Alliance colony of Eden Prime. Its resemblance to the Prothean databanks recovered on Mars provoked immediate interest from the Alliance and the Citadel Council. It proved to be a solid-state data storage device, part of a galaxy-spanning comm network similar to the modern extranet. Intact, Prothean's paleotechnology is rare. The beacon seemed to promise another quantum leap of technology akin to the discovery of the mass effect drive and relays. Unfortunately, the beacon also drew the attention of the rogue Spectre Saren Arturus and his synthetic allies. The Geth, a dome raid by his flagship Sovereign, resulted in hundreds of civilian casualties. The beacon was badly damaged. The motives behind the attack are still being investigated. During the recovery of operation, the beacon fired a pulse of energy at the executive officer of the Alliance frigate Normandy. Lieutenant Commander Shepard survived and appears to have suffered no ill effects. Afterwards, the beacon fell inert. The mechanism appears to be dead. Prothean Cipher. The Prothean beacon downloaded its knowledge into Commander Shepard on Eden Prime, causing confusing dreams and visions. While the imagery is becoming clearer with time, the meaning of the beacon communication remains elusive. It's been suggested that the Prothean data recording is highly dependent on a certain point of view, what Carl Jung described as the collective unconscious. The cipher needed to comprehend the images implanted in Shepard's minds is the cultural knowledge of a Prothean, the archetypes, biological instincts, and common experiences universal to the race. Since the Protheans have been dead for millennia, it may be impossible to acquire this cipher. Protheans, the data disks. Despite all the evidence confirming the existence of Protheans, little is known about their culture and society. From time to time, the sites will yield new clues, but after 50,000 years of decay, little value is unearthed. Recent research has focused on the discovery of Prothean data disks. On their own, they are frail and rarely found in one piece. Occasionally, however, an intact disk will be discovered within the console or a reading device. To date, over 3 dozen disks have been recovered, and a few of those have been restored to the point where researchers can begin analyzing them. Though it may be some time before scientists discover a way to transfer the data of the disks, they are currently considered the most tangible leads for learning more about the Prothean culture. Protheans, Mars ruins. After 20 years of manned research outposts and nearly a century of robotic exploration, the European Space Agency's Lowell City became the first permanent settlement on Mars in 2103. Within a decade, the United States and China had founded permanent settlements as well. The South Polar region of Prothean Platinum developed a Bermuda Triangle reputation. Satellites detected intermittent mass concentrations and magnetic field shifts in 2148. Prospectors working near the Deseado crater discovered an underground complex, a Prothean observation post. The odd phenomena were generated by the operation and discharge of a mass effect core, struggling to function despite 50 millennia of neglect. Earth was electrified by the news. Humanity was unequivocally not alone. While Kurds battled over who owned the rooms, the international scientific community coordinated a massive effort to access, translate, and interpret the databanks recovered from the facility. The facility proved to be a biosciences observation post built when Homo sapiens were first evolving on Earth. While the motives of the Protheans are not certain, translated records indicate that the facility was in regular communication with automated observation platforms in Earth orbit and on the lunar near side. The half-dozen MassEffect spaceships found in the facility were presumably used for first-hand observation. Rachni. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic homeworld. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered console worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.